so let's look at the Tai Chi 8. I wanted to do this one as a review for us and as a teaching thing for May, because this is a really good, short, small form. You don't need a lot of real estate to do it, yet it contains 8 basic Tai Chi moves that if you get these and get these correctly, you'll have good, nice foundation for going on to learn other forms, bearing in mind that they'll all still have slight variations on this. At any rate, we begin with our feet, well, open stance. Our feet are about the same width apart as the width of our shoulders. Our balance is centered. Left and right is really easy to do, forward and backwards. Can you wiggle your toes? If you cannot wiggle your toes, you are either leaning forward or back. So if you can wiggle your toes a little bit, then your balance is adequate forward and backward. Soft knees. Problem with the height up like that is if you lock your knees like that, stand like that too long, you're very easy to do a face plant, which is not a good thing. Also, when we lower the knees, it makes it easier to bring in the tailbone. So I reduce the curve in my spine here. I have soft shoulders. They're down. That's a particular problem for men, particularly for men that have been in the military, where we're taught to, have a high posture with our shoulders back and, to make ourselves look impressive or something. But in this, we want soft shoulders. The chin is lowered just half an inch to an inch because, again, what we want to do is reduce the curve at the back of the neck there. And then if you imagine a marionette string coming up the spine, through the top of the head and just lifting the head, and the last thing is you place your tongue at the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. It really does help keep your energy up. So now we're in open stance. Our opening is that the hands drift straight up and then come straight back towards the shoulder. We'll do this with me a couple of times. Now, it's like this. From here now, the right hand turns over, so the palm is up, and now I extend, the left palm comes up, so it's facing out. As I rotate my spine a bit, I extend the arms out, lower hand coming by the hip, upper hand coming out in front of the shoulder, and we extend like this. I will say extending your arms like this for repulsing the monkey is atypical, but it's how it's done in this form. From here, the rear hand, I'm saying rear because that'll become clear why in a moment. The rear hand folds over and comes past the ear. At the same time, the forward hand has turned up and we're going to the opposite side. So let's do that again. Here's our opening. Repulse monkey. By the way, I do have a video of this up at the YouTube site. So anyone who's learning this for the first time or wants to review it, there is a video there for a resource. So here we open, we do the repulse monkey. Then we root. This is difficult because I'm not mirroring properly. From here, opening, repulse monkey. Next, we root very heavily to the right, pick up the left foot and set it out. And as we do, we bring the hands in to do that brush knee we were just looking at. Here's our opening. Repulse monkey. Brush knee. Left. And from here, we just reverse the positions of the hand. As we move the root back to the right, we pick up the left toes, turn them in straight. As we root now to the left, we pick up the right foot, set it out, and brush knee right. Here's the opening. The repulse monkey. Brush knee left. Reverse the hands. Brush knee right. I'm only going to cover one more move this morning on this. From this position, we hold the Tai Chi ball. Generally, the Tai Chi ball, the upper hand is at about shoulder height. The lower hand is at about the waist. Now I do this again where I turn the foot in, root to this side, pick the foot up and step out again. All that's pretty consistent. Now, as I move the hands, I compress the ball. The lower hand comes up in front of its corresponding shoulder, right in front, and the upper hand drifts down to the thigh with the palm mindfully down. We then hold the ball on this side, turn, and this is parting wild horse's mane. I'm going to go over those three moves again in a moment, but before I do, I want to just, this I can turn around this way. I want to highlight what we do with the feet in this. And you can practice just the feet. There's some benefit to that. So I'm going to root to one side. I'm going to pick up the empty foot and set it down as I turn. From here, I want to get this foot straight back ahead. I can't do that with my weight on it. So I have to begin moving the root to the right leg or to the other leg, back leg, pick up those toes, and my hips are driving. I'm not just turning the foot. My hips are turning and it drives that foot around. When it's straight now, I root back to it so that I can turn the other foot out. So let's go through this.
Excuse me, Martin, while you're to the front, could you show you how the hands are as well
On which move?
on the when the brush knee as well as the
Sure,
yes,
sure. Okay, I'll do it so that I'm facing you. Just remember, I'm not mirroring. So,
right,
you know, but what happens is, let's see, do here. I root to my right. I bring these hands in like this.
okay.
I pick the foot up and I come down and then I do the brush knee.
So both palms are facing the parallel to the ground.
Actually, the upper palm should be a little bit more up, and the lower palm comes down as it crosses the thigh. The fingers are down.
Right. As what I'm saying is they're both in a position of being parallel to the ground before you go into the actual brush knee.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I was trying to refer to.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the way I think of it is someone has kicked at my leg and I say, no, thank you, but you can have my palm instead.
Got you. Okay.
So from here now, I just reverse the positions of the hands. And yeah, they're basically parallel to the ground, maybe a slight lift.
Okay.
But basically more parallel than, they're going to wind up being. And as I turn now, and there's the brush knee. Right.
Okay.
Now I hold the ball and the palms are facing each other. As I come to the other side. And parting wild horse's mane. Now that I get asked sometimes, are you touching the wrist? That seems to be undefined in the forms. So I see some people just above the wrist. Some people pointedly brushing across the wrist. What I actually do is I try to come very close to the wrist. And if I wind up grazing across it gently, that's fine. I don't care. Because that's not going to affect anything really.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Martin.